ক্লাছ 9, 10 আৰু 12ৰ 25,000ৰো অধিক ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীয়ে এতিয়া জ্ঞান পাণ্ডা এপত শিকি আছে। উচ্চ মানদণ্ডৰ শিক্ষাৰ বাবে এতিয়াই ডাউনলোড কৰক জ্ঞান পাণ্ডা এপ।
Hello guys, welcome again. Today we will learn factorization by splitting the middle term. Alright, so first take some examples. Alright, first x square plus 5x plus 6. Suppose we take any example, that is x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay, we need to factorize it by middle term splitation method. That means we have to split this middle term. Alright, let's see how we will split the middle term. Alright, the x square plus, first to split the middle term we have to multiply the coefficient of x square and with the constant term. Alright, what we have the coefficient, it is 1. We have to multiply this coefficient with the constant term and it will be plus 1 multiplied by plus 6, plus 1 multiplied by plus 6, that is what will be, it is plus 6, right? Plus 6. So it will be plus 6. Alright, 1 plus 6, that is 6. So now we have to find out all the pairs of factors of 6. Alright, so what are the pairs of factors of 6? 3 into 2 and 6 into 1. We have the two pairs of factors of 6. Alright, so now we have to choose just one pair from these two. Okay, which one we will choose? Alright, always remember one thing, always observe the sign before this, middle term. Alright, what we have here we have plus sign, right? So always if the sign before the middle term is plus, then you have to put plus sign before the bigger number. Alright, before the bigger number. Here we will have, if we choose this pair, then we have to put it in mass, that we have to put plus sign in the bigger number. Alright, if we choose this pair, then we have to put plus sign in front of 6, because 6 is the bigger number. So if we put plus sign here in front of 3, what sign we have to give? We have to give before 2 to get plus 5. Obviously we have to give what? Plus sign, right? We have to give plus sign, so that then 3 plus 2 will become 5 only. And if we choose this pair, we have to give your minus sign to get what? To get plus 5. It will be like 6 minus 1, that only it can be 5, right? So we have to choose. If we choose this pair, then we have to take the signs like this way, plus and minus. Then now we can choose either this group or this group of factors. Okay, now let's check which one exactly we have to choose. Alright, so now check this one, 6. Alright, it is what? Plus 6. Alright, so the multiplication of the factors that we have choose has to be plus 6. If we multiply 3 into 2, if we do the multiplication of 2 into 3, that it will be 6. That means plus 3 and plus 2. But if we multiply 6 and minus 1, then it will become what? Minus 6, right? But we have here what? We have plus sign, right? Always remember one thing, that if the sign before the constant term is a positive sign, then the signs before the two splitting terms will be similar. Alright, either it will be minus or it will be plus. So we have to choose plus 3 and plus 2, so that the multiplication becomes 6 and the addition of 3 plus 2 become 5, right? If we choose this pair, then the multiplication become what? Minus 6, but we need plus 6 here. So the always we have to check the sign before the constant term. If the sign before the constant term is a plus sign, then the signs before the factors will be similar, okay, either minus minus or plus plus. Or if it is a minus sign, then the signs before the factors will be plus minus or minus plus. It will be different signs. All right. So we have this condition now. So we have to choose this pair. We have to give thrice x plus thrice x. Then obviously we have to put plus twice x. Then remain the other terms will be same. We just need to split the middle term only. Now verify on this step that whether we are correct or not. Check that thrice x plus twice x, it is 5x, right? We are correct. Again, if we multiply these two numbers, we are getting what? Plus 6. 3 plus 2, that is 6. Okay, so if we choose this pair, then it will be like x square plus 6x minus x plus 6. Then it will be correct. That is 6x minus x, that will be 5x. But if we multiply these two numbers, 6 plus 6 and minus 6, then it will become what? Minus 6. Then it will be but we don't need minus 6, we need just plus 6 only, right? So that is why we have to choose this pair, not this one. All right, not this one. So now we have to take common. So we have to take x as a common. All right, so if we take 2 from these two terms, then it will be twice x plus 3. Now we have this term and this term. In these both the terms, we have x plus 3 as a common. So x plus 3, if we take x plus 3 as a common, then from this term we will be left with x, and from this term we will be left with 2. Alright, so this is how we can factorize by splitting the middle term. Okay, we can split the middle term. This is how we have to remember that two things, that is the sign before the constant term. If the sign before the constant term is positive, then the pairs of factors that we have chosen to split the middle term will be what? Of similar signs, like minus minus or plus plus. Or if it is minus sign, then the signs before the factors that we have chosen to split the middle term will be of different sign, like plus minus or minus plus. Alright, so this is how we have to factorize. Okay, always check on this step whether you are correct or not, whether check your multiplication it is correct or not, or again do the operation whether you get plus 5 or not, whether you get the middle term or not. Alright, let's check some more examples. Suppose 8x squared minus 22x minus 21. Now we have to do what? We have to multiply the constant term with the what? With the coefficient of x squared. Constant term with the coefficient of x squared. That is 8 into minus 21. That is, so what can be the pairs of factors of 168? Then it will be 168 into 1, 168 into 1, then 2 into 184, then 4 into 42, then we have also 6 here also. 6, check here, we have 6 into, we have 6 into how much? 7 into 2 into 2, that is 6 into 28. All right, and then we have 8 also. 8 into 21, 8 into 21, right? Next we have 14 also. We have 14 also. 14. If you take 14, then it will be what? 14. If you take 14, then it will 3 into 2 into 2, that is 12. These are all the pairs of factors of 168. Alright, from this all we have to choose just one pair. Alright, which pair we have to choose? So what the middle term, which middle term we need? So middle term we need is minus 22. So now check by choosing which pair we can have minus 22. Alright, can we have minus 2 by doing any operation with 1 and 168? Obviously not. Can we have with this? No, right? With this, no. Can we have 22 minus 22 by doing any operation with any operation, that means plus or minus? Plus or minus by doing this two term? No, right? We can have this. Can we have 22 by doing any operation with these two terms? Yes, we can have, right? 6 and 28. If you do 28 minus 6, then we will get what? 22. So this can be a pair. Can you choose this pair? 8 into 120, 8 into 21, we cannot choose this pair because we cannot have any operation with this two term by which we can get this one, right? So, and similarly we cannot choose this one also. We have to go for this pair. Alright, 6 and 28. To check here, we have to put, already I have told you that always we have to check the sign before this middle term first. So what is the sign before middle term? It is minus, right? So we have to put what? We have to put minus sign in the middle term, in front of the middle term. So, we have to put what? Minus sign in front of the bigger factor. Alright, so 28 is a bigger factor. We have to put what? Minus sign, minus 28. So to get minus 22, what sign we have to put here? Obviously we have to give plus sign, right? Then only we can get what? Then only you can get minus 22. Alright, so the rest of the terms will be same. Alright, next now it's time to verify the step, it is correct or not. Let's check first. Minus 28 and 6, multiply the both sums, then we will get what? Minus 168. Alright, minus 28 plus 6, minus 28 plus 6, and the middle term is what? Minus 22. Right, minus 22. We need minus 22 in the middle, and here also operate minus 28 and plus 6, you will get minus 22. So our first step is correct, right? So we can continue now. We will have what? Twice x minus 7 and 4x plus 3. It is very interesting and very simple, right? And it is very important too, right? Let's check some other kinds of questions that we can have in exam, right? So next one we have is root 3 x squared plus 10x plus 10 root 3. Alright, in the similar way we have to solve it. Alright, first we have to multiply the coefficient of x squared with the coefficient of what? Sorry, with the constant term. That will be 7 plus 7 root 3 multiplied by plus root 3 will be equals to 7 into 3, that is 21. Now we need to find out all the factors of 21. That will be what? 21 into 1 and 7 into 3. So which pair we have to choose? Obviously we have to choose this pair, as we need to get what? 10 in the middle, right? We need to get 10 in the middle, so we cannot choose this pair because without by doing any operation with 1 and 21, we cannot have 10 here, right? We have to go for this pair. So here check which one is the bigger term. 7 is the bigger term, right? So we have to put what sign? Right, we have to put plus sign in front of 7. We have to put plus sign in front of 7. So if we are putting plus sign in front of 7, then it will be obviously plus thrice x, right? So the rest of the sum will, or rest of the terms will be same. Now check, verify it is correct or not. 7x plus 3, it is 10x, right? 7x plus 3, it is 10x. Again, we need to, the multiplication should be what? 21. So plus 7 into plus 3, it is 21 also. So we are splitting. The splitation is correct. The splitation is correct now. So we have to take common now. So if you take x as common, then it will be root 3x, and here it will be 7. Alright, so now we need to, how much we have to take common. So always remember the both the terms here and here has to be same. So first write down this term. Okay. So now think to get 3, what we have to give here? To get 3, that means we have to multiply what? We have to multiply what with root 3 to get 3. Obviously we have to multiply root 3 with root 3 to get 3, right? We have to multiply what? We have to multiply root 3 to get this term, right? So if mathematically I show you, you can solve it by doing this, right? 3 by root 3, you can solve it by dividing this term by this term, right? 3 by root 3, that is what? Root 3 is a root 3. Okay, so this is how we can find the term we have to put here. We need to put here. Alright, it is root 3 into root 3, that is 3, and here it is root 3 into 7, that is 7 root 3. So are we correct? Yes, we are. So if we take common this number from and this number, this and this term from these two pairs, so we will get what? Root 3x plus 7, and here will be x plus root 3. Alright, let's take one more example of this kind. So the next example we have taken is x squared plus twice root 2x minus 6. Alright, so as the same way we have to do. The same way we have to do here. So we have to multiply the coefficient of x squared, that is 1 with minus 6, 1 with minus 6, that is minus 6. The multiplication of the factors we need to get is minus 6. So what will be the pairs of factors here? 3 and 2 and 6 and 1. Alright, 6 and 1. Always remember one thing, that what is in the middle term. Here we have root 2, right? Root 2. So the factors will be like, in the factors we have to put in the both side, that is root 2, in the both factors we have to put root 2 and root 2. Alright, so root 2 and root 2, it becomes 2, and what more number we need to multiply to get 6 is 3. Alright, already we get what? 2. We need a 3 more just. So what are the factors of 3? That is 3 into 1. 3 into 1. So the factors that we have to, the pairs of factors that we have to choose is 3 root 2 and root 2. 3 root 2 and 1 root 2. Alright, so now check the multiplication. First check it is correct or not. 3 root 2 and root 2. 3 root 2 and root 2, the multiplication will be 6. Right? 3 2s are 6. Correct? Yes? So this is how we have to choose the pairs of factors in this kind of questions. Alright, so which one is the bigger number here? This one is the bigger number here. So we have to put what sign? We have to put plus sign in front of this bigger number. So if we are putting plus sign, suppose x plus 3 root 2 x. If you are putting 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2, then obviously you have to put here minus sign, right? in front of root 2x. Then only we can get twice root 2. 3 minus 1, that is 2. These two are like terms, right? 3 root 2 and 2 root 2 and root 2. So then only we can have what? 3 minus 1, that is 2. Okay. And here it will be same. All right. Now we have to take the common. So what we can take? We can take x as common. So here it will be 3 root 2. And if we take if we need what? Root x plus 3 root 2 here. X plus 3 root 2 here. What we have to multiply here? What we have to multiply here? We have to multiply is root 2 only. There's a trick to find out this value. What will be there? What we have to multiply there, that or what we have to take as a common. Just you need to do what you need to do is you have to divide this number. You have to divide this number coefficient of x by here coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is what? Here is root 2 and here coefficient of x is 1. So we have to take common what? Root 2. If we take common take root 2 as a common, then it will be then only similar. Alright, here also you see we are dividing this 3 by root 3. We are dividing this 3 by root 3. If we are dividing this 3 by root 3, then it will be root 3 only. Okay, so this is how we can find out this value. Alright, so here it will be, alright, it is the factorization of this number. We can factorize this kind of sum like this by splitting the middle term. Right. So if we have a question like x square minus x minus a into a plus 1 into a plus 1. So how we can simplify? In this kind of problems also we can use the same concept. Alright, so we have to split this middle term. Here we have coefficient of x is minus 1 here. So we have to multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term that is what? A, that will be 1 into this, that will be minus a into this. So what are the factors? It is factorized already. It is a and a plus 1. So which one is the bigger number here? Here we have the bigger number is obviously a plus 1. So we have to put what sign? We have to put minus sign in the bigger number. Alright, we have to put minus sign in the bigger number. And also check what sign here. In front of the constant term, here we have minus sign. That means the factors that we have chosen to split the middle term has to have different signs. So if we take this one as minus, obviously this will be plus. Right? So the splitations will be like x square plus x square minus a plus 1 into x. Alright, and here it will be plus, here it will be plus ax minus the rest of the terms will be same. Alright, now check it is correct or not. Check it is correct or not. Okay, minus a plus 1 x plus ax. Okay, minus ax minus x. Okay, then it will be plus ax. Cancel out this, so we are left with minus x only. So we have minus x in the middle, so we are correct. Right? And also if we multiply this minus ax, minus a plus 1 into a, then we will get what? Minus a into a plus 1 only. So our multiplication is also correct. So we are correct with the splitation, right? So we can common now. We can take common now. So if we take x as common, so from this number we will have x only, and from this number we will have a plus 1 only. Right? If you take a as common here, because a is common here, right? Yeah, it will be a plus 1. So this is the factorization by splitting the middle term. Alright, we can solve many questions, we can solve many factorization by using this method. All right, you just need to have this concept only. It is very simple and very interesting. All right, if you have any doubt or any problem on this method, please let me know, because it is very important. We will be using this method in many chapters. All right, so thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.
সকলো বিষয়ৰ সম্পূৰ্ণ ভিডিঅ' আৰু প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰ নোটছ আদি পাবৰ বাবে প্লে ষ্টৰৰ পৰা এতিয়াই জ্ঞান পাণ্ডা এপটো ডাউনলোড কৰক।